A man accused in a violent rampage.
We see your hands.
Most dramatic we've seen in a while.
The shocking attack on 3 people, including his own son.
It's a scary thing for all parties involved.
Plus, she stole hundreds of thousands from her former employer, a crime 7 on Your Side helped expose.
She might find something better to do.
How much time she'll now serve. And a heavy start to the flu season.
We're really seeing an uptick in cases in almost every county.
How one local county is handling the outbreak with more than 800 cases. The news starts now.
911, do you have an emergency?
I'm in power, and my best friend since I started.
I would call it a multiple shooting. Some people will call it a mass shooting. Too many people shot.
Tried to take off running, some more gunshots came and just hit the ground.
A lot of people in a very tight space with a lot of gunfire.
Went on for about 10 minutes, so I was stuck inside about 10 minutes.
Alarming and very, very disturbing.
Please stop. Please put the guns down.
New tonight, a mudslide tore through parts of Pangburn, damaging at least 5 homes. Tonight, we're live with the aftermath.
Plus, floodwater is impacting many across the state. We're live in Lonoke County, where some people are evacuating their homes as conditions are only expected to get worse.
I figure this year it's probably going to get 6 inches in our house.
And the state attorney general takes action against a Little Rock spa that shut down without warning or refunds.
Arkansans should be made whole by this company for their despicable trade practices.
The news starts now.
Sunday at 10 for 16-year-old Julia. Getting around hasn't always been easy.
But once I'm in the water, I feel free.
And now, this local swimmer is on her way to the Paralympic trials.
Everything is possible.
Sunday at 10 on Beyond the Game.
New tonight.
We're all frustrated. We're all mad.
Local families distraught after items are removed from their loved ones' grave sites and thrown in the trash. Why the cemetery's commission says they were right to do it. Plus, rent or buy. A KETV investigation uncovers the shocking amount of taxpayer money state agencies spend on rent. And
I'm not a criminal. I'm not taking nothing from nobody.
7 on Your Side confronts a taxidermist after customers say they've waited long enough for their mounts. The news starts now.
People just started dropping around us. A lot of dead bodies.
Boom, 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 boom.
It was chaos. People running, very scary.
Some were falling and some were screaming and yelling.
We ran. And we ran.
And they kept going. It just kept going and going.
There was no escape. We were just pinned in. It was just a kill box.
The number of people that have died associated with this event has increased.
I see the shots coming from Mandalay Bay.
This is a crazed lunatic full of hate.
It was an act of pure evil.
New tonight, we sit down with a family who tells us about the heartbreaking moment they learned 3 loved ones were killed in a fire.
My husband, my father, my nephew. I can't see anymore.
Plus, the search continues for a man who shot and killed at least 4 people in a Waffle House. Also, the primary election is just a month away. New poll numbers show who's in the lead for the governor's race. And how UAPB ended up with this unlikely kicker.
The only thing I ever thought of was rugby.
We go beyond the game.
Wearing a helmet. Weird.
The news starts now.
It's a once-in-a-lifetime thing.
It's something I've always dreamed about, to play for a national championship.
You get chills thinking about it.
Our team has a chance to become a national champion.
It's really, really hard to get to this point in any sport, but especially these major sports.
And if we play the best Razorback baseball, it's going to be hard to beat us right now. We got our work cut out for us, but I think we can handle it.
So we'll be ready.
Our guys are locked in and ready to go.
I'm just ready to play. That's all there is to it.
Tonight, a new 10 Commandments monument stands on the Arkansas State Capitol grounds less than a year after the first one was destroyed. We're live with mixed reaction and the potential lawsuits to follow.
We need this. We need the 10 Commandments.
Doesn't need to be here.
Plus, police arrest 6 people in a criminal roundup operation. Why they've called one suspect the most wanted and dangerous man in Garland County.
Also, a warning from the health department as mosquitoes and ticks return. What you need to know to stay safe.
And we're live in Arlington, Texas, where the NFL draft is less than an hour away. We've got the story tonight of one Arkansan who puts the draft being in Dallas in perspective. The news starts now.
New tonight, scams targeting Little Rock citizens.
Boom, they've got your money.
They use the names of Energy or the city.
It's not us, it's a scam.
How to know where your money is going. Plus, we hear from Arkansas's National Guardsmen just before they're deployed to the southern border.
Mostly it'd be intrusion of the border. People crossing the border illegally. We're looking for human traffickers, drugs.
And how a Little Rock student made a new hand for a 7-year-old.
And the only times I will take it off are on Tuesdays and whenever my dad tackles me.
The news starts now.
New tonight, detectives investigating the disappearance of Abby Stepik have found human remains at the park where she was last seen. We're live tonight from the scene with what police reveal about the investigation.
Plus, it's Election Day in Arkansas. We're bringing you live, full team coverage from campaign headquarters.
And eyes across the country are on Arkansas's District 2 congressional race. Hear from the candidates as they await the poll results. The news starts now.
New tonight, Little Rock getting an upgrade. How new technology will help detect gunfire.
If you want to prevent a homicide, investigate a shooting.
Plus, a Little Rock couple is shot and robbed by an intruder. What happened in the moments before?
This is what I would call a home intrusion. Yes, it's a break-in, but they know you're there.
And a big surprise for a veteran and his family after they fell into hard times.
We'll put it to good use.
The news starts now. New tonight, a new website allows you to report someone abusing a handicap spot.
They don't have a tag, they're not disabled.
What happens if you get reported?
We don't want to see people abusing these privileges.
Plus 7 on Your Side has warned about him for years.
He was very belligerent, cursing, calling me names.
The Attorney General filed a lawsuit against him.
He's a scam artist.
Now new complaints are coming in from veterans across the country.
He's not someone that you want to do business with.
The news starts now.
New tonight.
There's still snow on the ground for you to enjoy, but you do have to remain safe. We'll have some tips from doctors coming up.
Plus, while some streets are clear of ice, we'll tell you which ones to be wary of.
And don't be deceived by the melted snow. Roads like this one still have hidden dangers.
You don't want to be out on the streets tonight. Also, many schools in the state are closed for the day, but why class continues for some students at home. The news starts now. Tonight, health inspections in Arkansas can now be viewed online.
Anybody can look it up.
What we found may shock you.
That is really gross stuff.
Plus, with the deadline approaching to apply to run a medical marijuana dispensary in Arkansas, there are still no applicants.
Start turning them in. People are freaking out.
Why some say they aren't surprised.
And we'll show you exactly what our models say about thunderstorms this weekend and even into next week. The news starts now.
New tonight, local frustration over the Trump administration's illegal immigration policy.
We think we can do better than this.
One group's effort to stop the separation of families at the border.
It's about people, not politics.
Plus, the legislation aimed at protecting Arkansas students from mass shootings.
We've got to keep our kiddos safe.
Why some are against it.
We can't place all our eggs in one basket.
And we are live in Omaha tonight with the newest information about the Razorbacks game tonight. Everything you need to know before first pitch, if there is one. The news starts now.
New tonight, the results from today's primary election.
We hear from those in support of each of the Republican candidates,
as well as those in support of Hillary Clinton.
And those in support of Bernie Sanders.
We have the Arkansas chairman from each party, what they're saying in response for Super Tuesday.
Plus, I'll be breaking down today's results and what this means for November.
And after 17 years at KATV, we have a special farewell for this guy, Scott Inman. His last broadcast is tonight.
The news starts now.